Number 44, Number 15, Blackburn. Number 32, Marissa Jimmy. Number 24, Iceland. 11 is assisted by Emily Bryce, Leslie Golden, Erica Wiley, Olivia Idle, and of course our head coach, Darian Brown. Let's have a good ball game, girls.
There's a senior, number 55, Shalina Burgess. At a guard, a sophomore, number 25, Natalie Lanning. And at a forward, a junior, number 32, Peyton Dickinson. For Lebanon tonight, their starters will be starting a 6'3 senior post, number 44, London Eli. A 5'8 senior guard, number 21, Ebony Marshall. A 6'2 junior forward, number 24, Iceland Eli. A 5'7 junior guard, number 15, Kelsey Blackburn. And a 5'10 freshman guard, number 32, Marissa Jennings. Marv, there goes the horn, and so we're getting ready to go. So let's see what we got.
Here we go, folks. Lebanon in their home white, trimmed in blue. Riverdale in the typical scarlet, trimmed in gold. Lebanon moving left to right on your radio dial. The ball's in the air. We're underway. Tip controlled surprisingly by Riverdale. They'll put it in the backcourt. And running up front, there's Clark Davis, excuse me. They'll get it out high to Lanning. Lanning works around, guarded by Blackburn. Kick over here near side to Davis. There's Swope out high trying to take Jennings off of it. What's the defense, Coach?
Lebanon's in a 3-2 right now. Looks like they're matched up at the top.
Over in the corner, there's Dickinson. She'll hit Lanning. They'll go down low. There's Davis, and she'll try to shoot it over Marshall. Good defense that time. But rebound by Burgess, and as she starts to go back up, shuffles her feet, turnover, gives it right back to Lebanon.
Riverdale that time working against that zone. Try to get Clark Davis one-on-one on the side against Ebony Marshall. Looks like what they're going to try to do.
Boy, hard to pick up the Riverdale numbers, too. Here's Iceland right side to Jennings. She's got London down low. Kicks it to Marshall. She'll shoot just inside the three-point line.
Nice shot.
On the way for two, and Ebony Marshall puts Lebanon on first, 2-0.
Great job right there out of Marshall getting that nice soft jumper in the middle. And it looks like Marissa Jennings here. She's going to play, she's going to face guard Morgan Swope most of the night. She may be in a boxing one then.
Here's Burgess rolling to the basket with the left hand. Blew the layup. Blackburn had it momentarily. Davis took it away. Battle for it underneath. And they'll say last touch by Burgess. It'll go back to Lebanon. So with 6:51 to go, Lebanon takes over, leading 2-0.
Lebanon right now, confidence-wise, seems to be in pretty good shape, Mark. Seem to be relaxed, not helter-skelter out there. That's a good sign.
Boy, huge for Ebony Marshall to hit that first jumper.
Yes.
Put Lebanon on first. There's Iceland and Eli. No place to go. Gets it to Jennings. Tipped away. She'll run it back down. Try to get it to Marshall. Marshall kicks it to Blackburn. Top of the key. Three! Off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound to Burgess. She'll kick it over to Dickinson, who hands off to Swope. And here comes Riverdale. 6:26 and counting here in the first quarter. Lebanon leads 2-0. Here's Clark Davis. Skip in the corner. There's Lanning back out high to Swope. They're trying to go down low, Coach, to Burgess, looks like.
It does. I think they like her, Davis, either one down there low, and it seems like they continue to work to try to get away, to get the ball to somebody opposite of those big girls that we've got down low.
There's a short jumper, no good, missed. Rebound goes out to Burgess, though. She'll skip it all the way out to Lanning. Oh, my goodness! That was a volleyball spike, folks, as Iceland Eli just one-handed that one all the way back behind the Lebanon bench. That got the crowd roaring.
Yeah. Well, and I think we were just talking as Riverdale's going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 5:58 to go here in the first. Lebanon leads early, 2-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hester gives court. 5:58 to go in the first quarter. Lebanon up 2-0 over Riverdale.
Coach, you were talking about an unusual defense as Riverdale inbounds. They'll get it to Dickinson out high across the Swope. Swope guarded by Jennings. Jennings with a start tonight. She's earned it, folks. Marissa Jennings, an outstanding freshman. Oh, great. Almost a steal by Iceland Eli. Burgess gets it back. She'll skip it all the way over the corner. Here's Lanning for three from the left side. In and out, no good. Iceland Eli, or London Eli with the rebound, feeds to Marshall. Here comes Lebanon. Marshall in the front court. No place to go in the corner to Jennings for three.
Nice shot.
Bounced around, no good. And London Eli almost had it, except it tipped off the side. And she finally takes it away and ties up Clark Davis. Alternating possession stays with Lebanon.
Nice shot that time by Jennings, and had it not hit the top of the backboard, been an easy putback for London.
Here's Blackburn, inbounds to Iceland at the free throw line. She'll drive it, no place to go, has it knocked away. Jennings recovers, back to Marshall, and they'll set it back up. 5:18 and counting here in the first. Lebanon leads 2-zip.
Jennings does not look like a freshman out there, does she, Mark?
Boy, she sure doesn't.
Yeah.
Out high, here's Iceland Eli. Right wing to Blackburn. Oh, great lob down low to London Eli. Her little running jumper, no good, but she'll be fouled, and I believe they're going to get Peyton Dickinson.
I believe you're right. They're really putting their body on her down there low to try to keep. Yes, Peyton Dickinson, that'll be her first, the team first. They're really trying to battle London down there low, not let her get the basketball, and whoever's close is giving her a help. But she struggled through there on that lob and got that one and got a shot off.
Boy, and she has worked so hard on her free throws, folks, as the first one falls, and Lebanon up 3-zip. Riverdale yet to score.
Lebanon still seems to be very patient on offense and want to get what they want to get, and that's put the ball down low as London hits her second one.
Boy, and both of those folks were dead on. So London Eli with a pair of free throws, and it's 4-0 Lebanon. There's that box and one we were talking about. Maybe they're straight man-to-man now. Step in, steal by Iceland, but taken back away by Burgess. She'll take it to the hole and shoot it over London, take it inside, draw the contact, and receive a foul call on that.
London's going to be called for the foul. That'll be her first and the team first. Almost a steal there. You're right. And it turned out to be a maybe not a box and one that last time. Looks like they went man. They may be doing something different after a score or then after a missed basket.
So Shalina Burgess, the senior forward, one of two seniors in that starting rotation, hits the first free throw, and Riverdale's finally on the board. Second toss in the air, and good. So 4-2, the lead's cut in half, and here comes Lebanon.
Riverdale in a 1-3-1 this time, and they've been in man-to-man. So both teams may be doing a little something different after the made basket.
And we saw this at Riverdale, and same result here. Burgess with the steal. She'll take it the other way. Blackburn with the foul, and allowed Burgess to make the basket, so a chance for Riverdale to go ahead with an old-fashioned three-point play.
That'll be Blackburn's first and the team's second, and Burgess there with a chance to do that old-fashioned three-point play as you talked about. Riverdale playing a 1-3-1 half-court trap, trapped it and then broke on the ball as Burgess did from the far wing.
So Burgess, all 5 of Riverdale's points, and Shalina Burgess 5, Lebanon 4, with 4:34 and counting here in the first quarter. Here's Marshall across the line to Blackburn. Blackburn back to Marshall. She'll take it down, kick it on the wing. There's Eli for 3. Oh, in and out. And rebound goes to Burgess. They've got numbers. She'll feed to Swope on the right wing, but Lebanon gets back, and there's a double dribble. She wanted to pass and caught it and then started dribbling again. So Morgan Swope whistled for the turnover. It's Lebanon ball again.
That 3 by Iceland went so far down, they'll at least give her 1.
That was worth at least a half a point. And that pass way too tall by Marshall as it sails over Jennings' head and out of bounds. It'll go back to Riverdale.
Yeah, just mistimed her jump in the corner. Marshall with the right idea to beat the 1-3-1, skip it to the far corner and see if she can get a quick shot. Make that back now. The 1-3-1 have to go all the way to the corner to guard her.
Swope to Davis. They'll go to a high post to Dickinson. She'll take a jumper. No good. There's Blackburn with the rebound. She'll pass across to Marshall. Here comes Lebanon. 5-4 Riverdale leads. 3:52 and counting. And another long, tall pass by Marshall on the other side for Eli. Another turnover gives it right back to Riverdale.
Turnovers 3 for Lebanon, 2 for Riverdale. Yeah, a little tough. The defensive change you see here made a difference. We came down in the first part of the first quarter. No problem against a man. The change up of defense has cost us 2 turnovers in a row.
Here's Dickinson on the baseline. Skip pass all the way across the landing, guarded by Marshall. Out front to Swope. They'll set it back up. Here's Burgess. Great ball fake, but pulled her pivot foot, and they'll call the travel. Turnover back to Lebanon. So with 3:33 to go, 5-4, Riverdale by 1.
Yeah, 3-3 on the turnovers now. Both teams a little nervous, realizing, I guess, how big of a ball game it is. And Riverdale now in a 2-3 going to trap out front.
They'll get in the corner to Eli for 3. No good, but London there in the middle, and she's a Riverdale sandwich. And let's see who gets her. I believe they're going to call Swope.
All right, on Swope, and you're exactly right. That's going to be her first and the team's second, Mark.
So non-shooting foul. They'll get it inbounds to Eli. Iceland whirls across, kicks it to Marshall. She'll run across the lane. Back to Blackburn on a wing to Marshall, top of the key. Marshall nowhere to go, and they're going to call an official's timeout as Iceland came down wrong on, I believe, her left ankle or left knee. We'll have to wait and see. Here's our
Hopefully it's just a dump.
Here's our.
She just kind of bruised her knee.
That's what I'm thinking. Justin McKinney out there real quick. The incomparable, most infamous trainer in this entire area. Justin McKinney will take care of her. And into the ball game's Coggins. Yeah, it's the only one we really know by name, so we ought to be fair.
2-3 zone, but he does a great job.
He does.
Can't take that away from him.
Boy, he sure can put away some food, too.
Can he, though? I saw him.
The human disposal. Here's Marshall. She gets bumped by Clark Davis, so whistle's starting to pick up here. That'll be the third team foul already on Riverdale.
And Clark Davis is first at 11 inbounds of basketball underneath their own basket.
And Coggins in for Iceland Eli. Inbounds from Blackburn. They try to go to London. Instead, they'll go way out high to Coggins. Coggins to Marshall, and they'll set it back up. 2:57 and counting. Riverdale by 1, 5-4. Here's Jennings over to Coggins. Almost dragged her foot. She'll go up to Blackburn, and they're going to call a push on Clark Davis as Clark Davis was battling Shay Coggins out there, and that's a long ways away from the basket to get a foul call.
More importantly, that's Clark Davis' second foul, and that's good for Lebanon.
And quickly off the bench is Candace Spurlock.
And that's a team fourth. Lebanon, one person out of your offense really does mess you up sometimes.
Oh, great drive by Marshall. Just couldn't get it to go and tapped around, controlled by Burgess. So here comes Riverdale. Great move that time as Marshall exploded
really
down the lane, but just couldn't quite finish. Swope to Spurlock. On the baseline to Dickinson. Tries to go to Burgess. Does from the right elbow. She'll drive it down, kick it back to Swope, top of the key. Guarded by Coggins. The Swope is really what makes this offense go. She runs the point. Right side there, Spurlock directing traffic. Gets Burgess over the corner. Jennings out on her, back to Swope. Coggins guarding her, and here's Spurlock, and she did the old quick shuffle before she went. So Candace Spurlock turns it back over on a travel call.
And Iceland comes back in the ball game. A nice sign there for Lebanon. And looks like Lebanon's playing a matchup zone down there, Marv. The more we look at it, seems like what they're trying to say is we're going to match up if you're close on the basket and not let our big girls get away from the basket very much.
Here comes Marshall across the line, feints to Jennings.
It was tight once she started the ball game tonight.
Back to Jennings, across to Iceland. Short jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound strong, goes to Swope. Marshall had it for a moment, but Iceland very aggressive offensively, as she normally is.
She shot 2 twos, and she shot 1 2 and 2 threes tonight. And she's yet to make a basket.
Ooh, top of the key three from Lanning, and that one, folks, she had a chance to line that one up, and it fell. So the younger sibling of Anna Marie Lanning strikes from 3, and it's 8-4.
Having a better night she did when we played them over there, if you remember.
Boy, you're not kidding, because she couldn't hit the ocean from the shore. Here's Marshall just inside the three-point line. Ooh, that one went all the way in now, but Iceland with the follow and putback. So Iceland Eli cuts it back down to 2 at 8-6.
Nice follow that time. We've got to hit the offensive glass, Marv.
And Coggins all over Swope again, so apparently the defensive strategy tonight to keep the ball out of Swope's hands. Spurlock kicks to Burgess in the corner. Swope cuts across back to Lanning. Top of the key 3. No good. And Iceland Eli in a crowd draws a foul. And that's either going to be Dickinson or Spurlock. If it's Dickinson, it's 2.
Going to be Dickinson. That's going to be her second and the team 5th. Me and Larry Hubbard are side by side.
Y'all are stereo, aren't you?
We are. I tell you what.
It's nice to have a friendly scorekeeper.
Yeah, it is. I like that.
Under a minute to go, and out front, there's Burgess again, and the 16th foul already for Riverdale, and we're not even out of the first quarter. And that was almost like a tired foul by Dickinson.
Yeah, first one on Burgess.
Or Burgess, excuse me.
Yeah, first one on her, and 6 on the team, as you said.
Here's Coggins to Marshall. 39 seconds and counting. Eli open in the corner, barely saved it. Oh, pass across the middle, intercepted by Burgess. Coggins back, so is Jennings. Burgess obviously not a ball handler. Ooh, deflected out of bounds. They'll say last touch by Lebanon. So with 27.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Riverdale set to inbounds, quarter court far side. Here's Lanning to do the honors. She'll go into Swope, guarded by Coggins. Over here to Petoskey into the ballgame for the first time. Hits Burgess back out. They'll work it all the way around. There's